Hey everyone, this is Chad. Thanks for coming to Arctic Ford Wargaming. Today we have a match between Bert and Thomas. Both of them have Chaos Knights. However, Bert converted his to look like orcs. So that should be fun. It's the War of the Machine. But before we get into this, if you'd like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, join the Horde. And now let's get into the show, folks. Here we go.
So this is the D3.
Rolling for scenario.
A 22, or I'm sorry, that's an 11. I apologize. Retrieval mission. So it's going to be hammer and anvil style with 6 objectives. So the battlefield is strewn with discarded equipment, supplies, and other debris of war that, various reasons, you wish to recover. You must reclaim as many of these vital objectives as you can without sustaining successful casualties in the process. Victory points are rewarded for the following objective markers: take and hold. So progressive objectives is hold 1 objective marker, hold 2 objective markers, and hold more than your opponent. Primary mission cannot be scored in the first turn. And the secondary objective for this is minimize losses, which will be silly for knights. So at the start of the battle, any number of units in your army, or out of the number of units in your army, this is your army strength. If the unit splits to form 2 or more individual units during the battle, then they immediately increase their army strength accordingly. If a unit merges to form a combined unit during the battle, then decrease your army's strength accordingly. At the end of the battle, add up how many units from your army are left on the battlefield, including all units embarked in transports, but excluding all units that have been added to your army throughout the battle. If the total is 75% or more of your army strength, you score 15 points. If the total is less than 75% but is 50% or more, then you score 10 points. If the total is less than 50 but is 25% or more, then you score 5 victory points.
And that's on what page?
This is on page 36 of the new chapter approved Grand Tournament 2021. I got a 6. I got 2, so it looks like I will be going first. So I'm just good. Gives you a chance because you'll probably get the assault on me then. Hello, I'm Bert. I'm playing the Ork Knights over here on the right. What I'm playing is I have 2 detachments. I have all 3 large knights, which are 1, 2, and 3. They are all Questoris Knight Megaras. So they have the lightning gun, they've got the twin las fusile, they have a rad flamer, and the hecaton siege claw. They are all House Raven. I'm sorry, they are all House Krast. And the big spirit bomb one here in the back is my warlord. He has First Knight, which is the Krast one. It gives him rerolls all 1s always, and then his relic is the Huntsman's Mark, so he gets plus damage against other Titanic and other things. I do spend a command point on this one. He gets the Armor of Saint Ion, so he gets a +2 base save, or 2-up base save, and then I spend another command point to give him a relic, and he gets a warlord trait. He gets Iron Bulwark, so he has the 4-up invuln. My other detachment is all 4 little knights. They are all equipped exactly the same. They are all armature warglaives, so they all have the thermal spear, they all have the chain reaper, and they have a melta gun. They are a custom house, but their 2 house traits are aggressive persecution and glorified honor. So what that means is they will get 1 free reroll to hit or wound whenever they attack, shoot, or fire Overwatch. And the other one is whenever they shoot and do for random damage, they're allowed 1 free reroll for that as well. My secondaries that I chose for this are going to be engage on all fronts, Titan Hunter, and minimize losses, which is the mission objective.
And how many points is it?
This is exactly 2,000 points. And I'm starting with 7 command points. That's it.
Hi, my name is Thomas. I will be playing Chaos Knights today. This is my first time since probably 8th playing the Knights as an actual army. So I'm going to play House Hepatrex just because it kind of fits the paint scheme, so I decided to go with it. Basically it gives me 2 wounds to all my Knights. So I'll have 30 wounds on my big guy, and then 26 on my 2 medium guys, and then 14 on all 3 of my little ones. So I have a Tyrant, and everything's WYSIWYG. He's got the 2 cannons on top with 2 missiles, and then the 2 sets of melta guns. Here is, I think he is called the Rampager, I believe. The Knight Rampager with the gauntlet and sword, chainsword. And then he's got a thermal gun in his chest as well. The Knight Despoiler with the thermal cannon. He has the thermal gun in the top. He has the Reaper chain spear, and he has the missile pod. And then I have 2 of the War Dogs with the thermal spears, chain reapers, and thermal guns on melty guns on top. And then 1 with the 2 auto cannons, and he has the heavy stuff on top.
And secondaries?
My secondaries, I'm taking Engage in all fronts, Titan Hunter, and then I'm taking the mission Minimize Losses, which is our mission one.
And how many points?
It is 1978, I believe. Right around there. And I have all of my command points still. So I did give my Warlord traits going to be the Iron Bulwark on my Castellan. And then I'm going to do the Throne of Tzeentch, I believe it's called, on this guy, which gives him an extra inch on his charge. They're all Iconoclast house, which gives them, if they charge or are charged or heroically intervene, 1 to their melee attack characteristics. We're going to see if we can pull apart some orc machines. Alright, so the one adjustment we are going to make is I will have to spend 1 command point because the Warlord trait and the artifact had to be on the same guy because he's the only character, so I'm going to pay 1 to still put the throne on him so that he can still get the +1. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Putrid Carapace of Nurgle on my Warlord just in case the War Dog's getting close to him. Basically, every time I save a wound on a 4+, it bounces it back to them.
Alright, so what I did on my first turn is I did advance 2 of the armatures up so they could make some shooting onto this front knights. Otherwise, everyone did shift forward, and we didn't do a ton just because of most of my army is strength 7. But we did put, it looks like 14. It looks like we did 12 wounds in total to this front rampager in my turn.
You did some to this.
Oh, and I did 4 wounds to the war dog back there with the auto cannons with the melta gun. That is it for my turn 1. And now we'll have the retaliation. Actually, let me figure this out. Because I actually can score this on turn. I can score some of these points on turn 1. You said it is 60?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I'm not fully over this, so I am gonna get 2 points for engage on all fronts because I am in that table quarter, I'm in this table quarter, and this table quarter. So I'll just get 2 points there.
You have to be in 4 to get more?
You have to be in all 4 to get 3 points. So it's 3 to get 2, it's 4 to get 3.
And you don't want to be in the middle.
And you can't be within 6, so you have to be fully on the side, which I'm just slightly over. If I got an additional inch, I'd be over there. But you can't be within 6 inches of the center of the table.
That's fine. Right where my knights are going.
Yep. Alright.
Alright. Thomas's turn 1.
Alright, so we made a few tactical deployment errors. The War Dogs couldn't get around on the outside, so they had to come around the building. So they're coming up the middle. We moved forward. I tilted, full tilt on my knight. Didn't realize how strong his were in melee with their 4+ invul save in melee. So I put 6 wounds, I think, on his front knight, and then he took the rest of my despoiler out. I was able to take down his war dog over there. I plinked off 6 wounds to this armiger over here. Plinked off some wounds to his boss. I'm not sure. I don't remember how many.
The armature over there. Who'd you get him with?
I got him with my armature. I backed him up. Tried to keep him out of combat another turn, and then I put basically all my tyrant into his warlord.
And he got 6 off on the warlord or something?
He's got more. He's got more. He did 8 damage in total to the warlord. He's at 16.
So that's the end of the turn.
Alright, so we'll move on to the knight's turn 2.
The other Chaos side.
The other Chaos Knights.
Turn 2.
Turn 2 for the Knights. We're a bit better. What we did is we did move up further with everyone. I did choose to stop chasing the War Dog over there with the autocannons and decided to focus more in the center. So I advanced up, not actually advancing, and then this this Megara with his lightning gun took out this War Dog, and then we did plink off some wounds down here and forth onto the Paladin version of the Despoiler, and then I did end up charging in with 2 of these Megaras, though it was just this one who dealt the final blow to the Despoiler. With that, I would score an additional 5 points on Titan Slayer for my secondary, and then because I'm now in all 4 table quarters, I will score 3 points for engage all offense. And that would be it for the turn.
Alright, we're going to go on to Thomas's turn 2.
Alright, so turn 2. We were pretty much pushed back and down anyway, so we decided that we were going to take out his Warlord just to take him out for like a little moral victory. So my Castellan was able to deal with the Warlord. I plinked some more wounds off this guy, got him down to 4 with my Armiger over here. I pushed that Armiger in because at this point he was either going to go in and die, or he was going to get shot in the next turn and die. My Warlord tried to make the charge, he didn't make his charge, so at the end I'm left with just my Warlord and a kind of wounded Armiger. He's got 10 wounds left, this is him. But that's pretty much the game. He's still got 2 full health Armigers in the back. I haven't even touched this knight. That knight still got 13, and this one's down to 4. I just couldn't deal with all the shields and melee and all the electricity.
Alright, good game, man.
Good game. So it was a really good game. I mean, you can definitely tell that he plays knights regularly.
Yeah, definitely my go-to.
Yeah, we were discussing. My knights were more of they were piecemealed into other armies as they were built, and they played in some like APOC style narrative games. But I've never ran them just as knights. So definitely we need to do some tuning to run knights.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of because knights are like in that mid spot. They're not super good. They're not terrible. They're more like a gatekeeper army still. So they're kind of the middle of the pack when it comes to like major tournaments and things like that. But yeah, I haven't done a ton of reading, too much reading into the Chaos book. But yeah, even playing, like I say, even Lori playing a Chaos Megara is probably the best. It's right now. It's the best hand. It's hands down the best knight right now. Because even the Castellan for normal knights is only good if you're playing like House Raven.
Yeah, the Castellan's just really expensive. I don't know what the Megara's cost are, but he's like 600 and something points.
480.
Yeah.
Stock.
And also, you know, there were some tactical errors. Like I got half my War Dogs stuck over in the building.
But that's the thing too. It was also a tactical decision too. Because if you had put like one of the larger knights here, I could shoot at them. But putting those guys here means I could not shoot at them turn 1.
Yeah, but
or turn 2.
They had to walk all the way around the building to get to anything in their melee. So
right. So like if you had like put like if you had even maybe like done like multiples of these like over here would have been perfect because you can just shoot at the large knights, but you couldn't shoot at the little knights because of obscuring.
Yeah.
Until you actually stepped into the. But if you stepped into the terrain, like you'd like touch the terrain, then you could see technically from the terrain. To shoot at the little knights, but then everyone could shoot at you.
Right. As
long as I could see you. But yeah, like standing here, you couldn't be shot at.
So yeah, it was a learning experience. It was fun. Definitely going to do some more looking at knights. Kind of excited to see what they do for knights in the 9th book. Because they're still in a weird spot with the whole meta of holding objectives. Mm-hmm. And they're still in a really weird spot. Secondaries was extremely odd because all your go-to secondaries are infantry, and you don't think about it until you can't run those, and you're like, oh well, that takes out 2 whole trees of stuff to pick from. So
yeah. Well, it takes out 1 because if you're playing with like with the new Grey Knights and the new Thousand Sons, you can actually take a Pour the Witch. If you because they're running psychers and you're not, you can get points for killing units with psychers.
Yeah.
So it means like you get free points for killing strike squads for Grey Knights. Just free points.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they give infantry or some keyword to like the little guys to help them out in that way, and or to see what they give them as their self.
Oh yeah, like their
like
own
in their
secondaries.
books, yeah, their book secondaries, to kind of fit those roles. So it's kind of cool. You got a beautiful army.
Oh, thank you.
So
I think one of the main things, and I keep telling this to everyone, and I hope it's a thing, because there's so much high strength and high damage out there. I feel like knights just need like a bump in toughness. So like you're playing like knights, like you bumped to T9. It means like you're not gonna get wrecked by melta-guns all the time. You're gonna get wrecked by lance cannons. They're still gonna need higher to wound you.
And collision damage. Like it's weird that they don't have collision damage like on the charge. Yeah.
I mean they probably would get something like a stratagem. A lot of people have stratagems now for collision type damage. Like even just like in the Grey Knight book, the Wraith Knight or the Dread Knight has a stratagem for collision damage.
Yeah. Well, you would think this would be an army where they could give it to them because they just don't have the other stuff. They're hindered by the model count. They're hindered by the mobility. You would think that they could give them something like the collision damage just to offset some of those negatives.
Yep.
So make them a little tougher. Maybe make their shields work in melee.
That too.
Because if
right now
you get closed in on by mobs, you're going to get melted down because you have no shield. So maybe a melee. Or something that allows you to get that variance for like the despoilers and stuff like that for the melee versions of your knights.
Or even if you're doing chaos, you do the where you kind of like the Lord of Skulls or the chitin. Like as you take damage, you actually get more strength.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. There's still several books to come out.
Yep.
See where they go with them. Neither one of the knights have their books.
Nope.
Do you have anything you want to say about the Renegade?
I don't exactly remember what dates they are set for, but it's still in November.
I believe it starts on the 19th.
But but we are back at the. I'm pretty sure it's back at the Hyatt Regency.
Yep, that's the same one that's always at.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, like, share, subscribe, join the Horde, and we'll see you in the next one.